Of this waste that we see here in this particular area, it comes through from about Van der Bijl Park, and it just seeps through, actually, strangely enough, not just into the Vaal River, but it seeps through residents' houses and residents' homes. I just want to step out of shot quickly, Tony, just so that you can see the situation where I'm at the moment. What you will be seeing is Lebohang Secondary School, and you can clearly see the sewage that is actually moving towards that particular school. You can also see the waste that is on the left, that is on my left. You can clearly see that waste as well at this point in time, which is really disturbing. Where I'm standing at this point, Tony, I'm in a resident's home where you can clearly see the sewage that actually seeps through his house. It's actually also created like a pathway for itself, so to speak, where you can see that it actually flows through his house onto the road. And this is just what my colleague Tebogo is showing you at this point, where you can see that it actually comes through from his house. So it comes through his house here, and it flows out then onto the road. So this is what we are seeing right now. I want to just take us into his home, just so that you can actually clearly see what happens in his house at this point. So what he's talking about is this crack that is down here, and this is his kitchen. So the crack goes through to it goes through the kitchen, and it goes through into his sitting area, and this is what he means when he says that he's now getting sick. So what happens, Tony, when it rains, and it rains quite a lot in this area, then the sewage actually starts coming up through this particular crack that you can see here. So there's a hole here clearly that you can see, and then the sewage starts coming up from this crack here. It leads all the way, Tony, into his house. This is his kitchen. So it leads all the way into his kitchen, and from here it leads into his sitting area, where you can clearly then see that his couches have even been damaged because of the amount of water that has actually damaged his home, and how it just looks. And this is what he's saying, that he's actually getting sick now. I was speaking to another resident who also mentioned, Tony, that their children are getting extremely sick because they're just playing within the sewage. So this is now the situation here. You can clearly see the holes here, and it pumps up into his home, and he's unable to eat. He does not feel well. He's getting sick. You can clearly see how his couch has also been messed up and destroyed because of the water that flows in through here. He says that he's also been speaking to and requesting that he gets some assistance from the municipality and the leaders here, but that has not happened. So it is quite a dire situation for residents here, Tony. Their children are getting sick. They don't know at the clinic what is wrong with their health. But people like Ntate Daniel, who've been living here for years and years and trying to explain to the municipality about the situation in his house, and he still has not been assisted. So the sewage situation is really a problem, and although we do know about the cash injection that has been given to the Mfuleni municipality to ensure that the Vaal River is cleaned up and that it is not so terrible and so bad, we are really hoping that this will also be helped to the residents of this particular area.